Alright, so for today's video, we're going to be tackling this drawer right here. So pretty much what this drawer is right here we have all of my foundations. These two are going to be primers, and these are going to be the powders right here. So I need to declutter this just because I have old products as well as products I just no longer use. Let's go ahead and get this cleaned up so that way when I reach in, I get excited. Alright, so this is my current foundation situation. I don't have too many, but I know I definitely have some that I don't like or I just don't reach for, so I need to get rid of those so that I can actually use the ones that I do like and enjoy. Alright, so first one up we got this Almay, which is the Smart Shade Skin Tone Matching Makeup, and I got this in medium light, and this did not work for me at all. I put it on my skin and it kind of like pilled up. It would have like little particles in it. I don't know. I don't understand who can actually use this. I don't even know if they sell it anymore, but I'm definitely getting rid of this one. All right, up next we got this one from Flower Beauty. This is a Light Illusion luminous makeup, and I have mine in Nude 13. This one, the shade matched me really well, but I didn't actually like the foundation. I know a lot of people really liked it. It does come with a pump, but it just wasn't one that I honestly liked very much. I didn't reach for it. I don't know. I don't know what it is about it, but I didn't really like it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pass this along. All right, up next we got this one from Milani. This is the Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. I have mine in 5, which is warm beige. This one, honestly, I don't even think I've used. This one also does come with a pump. It's one that when I wanted a long time ago full coverage, it was something that I really wanted because I wanted to hide all my under eye circles and all that, and I thought by getting a full coverage foundation I was going to be able to get that, but I realized that with concealer that's enough. So it's not one that I really reach for enough. It's kind of heavier, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and pass this along. I might use it like one more time, but no, I think I'm just going to go ahead and pass this along. All right, then up next we have 2 of this Physician Formula, what do they call, the Healthy Foundation, and I have mine in MC1 and MN4. So I bought these on the Physicians Formula site when they originally came out. They have the giant foot applicator, and this is a really nice foundation. It's one that I really like. The smells are a little odd. I don't mind it. My sister actually really dislikes the smell, so she got rid of hers. But it's one that actually works for oily skin as well as dry skin, so there's one that I'm going to keep. I haven't worn it in a long time just because I've found other ones that I like as well, but I definitely want to keep this and reach for it. Up next we have this ColourPop No Filter stick, and I have mine in Light 70 Warm. This was an okay foundation, to be honest. I didn't really like it. I don't know what it is about it that I didn't like. I think it wasn't very hydrating. I do have dry skin, so it wasn't one that I enjoyed very much. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this along. Up next, we have this Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This is the normal to dry skin one, and I have mine in Natural Beige 220. This one matches me very well during summer. The shade is really pretty. The coverage, I would say, is more like a medium coverage foundation. It is nice for dry skin. However, this is very old. This is probably like 3 years old now. So I am going to go ahead and get rid of it and just buy a new one. But this is one that I truly did like. Then here we have this Joa Truly Yours foundation. This is has like a dropper in it. And I got mine in Natural Beige. This is a very, see, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a very liquidy foundation. However, it made my skin look really dry. I know a lot of people do love it. I, however, did not. So I'm just going to go ahead and pass this along. All right, up next we have this Rimmel Long Lasting Finish with Comfort Serum. This is the Skin Perfecting Full Coverage Foundation. I have mine in 200 Beige, and let me show you guys something. It expired already a long time ago. That's so sad. So I'm definitely gonna go ahead and get rid of this one. This one has a really pretty finish. I really enjoyed how this looked on my skin, but like I said, it is expired. So I'm probably going to go ahead and get rid of it. And if it's still available, I'll just repurchase it. But it's so pretty. I really like this one. All right, up next we have these two from Wet n Wild. These are their original Photo Focus foundations. I have them in Buff Bisque and Nude Ivory. These actually I did not enjoy when I bought them. I bought them because everybody was raving about them. Everybody loved them. Everybody recommended them. But it's not one that I saw myself reaching for very much just because I didn't like them. However, the new ones they came out with, those I do like. Those are going to be coming up right now. But these, I'm just going to go ahead and pass them along just because they were not my favorite. Up next, these are the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation, which are dewy. These are so pretty. I have mine in Buff Bisque and Cream Beige. These are really pretty on the skin. Still not my favorite. But so far I have been enjoying them. I need to use them a little more, maybe with different primers and play with them a little more. But so far I do like them, but they're not like my ultimate favorite. But I am going to be keeping them because they're really new to me. All right, up next we have this CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. This is a sad one because it actually was discontinued when I found it. I found it a month before they decided to discontinue it. I did enjoy it. It did look really pretty, but the shade wasn't like a perfect shade. But since they discontinued it, I couldn't go and get a new one. So that was kind of a bummer. So I'm just going to go ahead and pass this along. All right, up next we have the CYO Long Lasting Foundation. This one is in 109. And this one sadly has been discontinued. CYO is still, I think, selling some stuff on like Walgreens and maybe on their website, but it's not a brand that will be around for much longer. I believe this year was like their last year. This foundation looks so pretty. It's so natural. It has such a pretty finish. I know Soap and Glory has one that's kind of like a dupe. It has the same ingredients. This one was recommended by Taylor Wynn, which is why I bought it. But again, by the time I found it, it was already being discontinued. So that's really a bummer. But I'm going to go ahead and keep this. I bought like 4 of them because they were buy one, get one half off. And these ones retail for like $5, so affordable, but sadly, these are not available anymore, but I'm definitely keeping this one. All right, up next we have this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, and I have mine in 203, which is Nude Beige. This one matches me okay on the shade. It is more on the lighter end of a coverage. I liked it, but it wasn't my favorite, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and pass this along just because, again, I have others that I like a little more. All right, up next we have this L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour Fresh Wear. This one is in 430. This one does have a pump. And this one I'm definitely keeping. This is such a good formula. I really like it. It's definitely one of my favorites. I haven't reached for it much just because I've bought other ones that I was playing with, but this is one I want to keep. It gives you like a super natural finish. The coverage, I would say, is more like light to medium depending how much you build it. And it's really good for like dry skin. It's pretty hydrating. I don't know how it would work for oily skin, but this is one, and I think their shade range is pretty nice too, so it's one that I would definitely recommend. Really pretty, and I'm definitely gonna keep it. Then here we have the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Foundation. This one is an MN4, which is natural beige. This one is so pretty. Again, another one of my favorites, but it's such a pretty finish. Does have a pump. I believe it's still available, hopefully, and I'm definitely keeping it. Then here we have these Misha Perfect Cover BB creams, and I have them in 23 and 25. I typically either mix them or I can wear them separate. One's darker than the other, obviously, but these are really close to my skin tone. These are so pretty. I bought mine on Amazon and they ran, I think, for like $10 or something like that. I know some sellers have fake ones on Amazon, so just be aware of who you buy it from. This one is a medium coverage. It's so pretty. It looks so natural. I ended up buying this for my mom as well because she liked the finish of it. And you can apply it with your fingers, you can apply it with the sponge, and it's just such an easy go-to like everyday type of foundation, and it does have an SPF of 42. So it's specifically great for like summer and stuff like that. So I'm definitely keeping this one so I can finish them up and rebuy them. I would highly recommend them. All right, here we have this Aveeno Positively Radiant CC Cream. This one is in medium, and it's a tinted moisturizer. This one I did like for a while. However, I haven't reached for it in a long time. Just because, I don't know, I just haven't. So I'm going to keep it around for a little longer. Probably put it on my vanity or something just so that I remember to use it and see if I continue using it or if I should just get rid of it. Up next, this one is extremely dirty. It's a BB cream. It's from Collab. This one I have it in Sam Beige. This one I did like for a while. I enjoyed it. It never became my favorite, so I'm just going to go ahead and pass it along. But if you're looking just for a simple BB cream, I would recommend the Bisha better, but if you don't have access to like Amazon or something, you're close to Sally's Beauty, because that's where you buy these, I would recommend them, but again, it's not my favorite. All right, up next we have this cushion foundation from Wet n Wild. Mine is in 108 Nude Beige. This one, it's like I said, it's a cushion liner, cushion foundation, so you kind of press your sponge into it and then you apply it to your face. This was never a favorite of mine. I know a lot of people love it, so I mean, it does have SPF 15. It's okay. It does have a pretty light coverage, so if you have a lot to cover, this is not one I would recommend, but I think this is just really old. I bought it a long time ago, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just throw it away just because I've had it for way too long. All right, then here we have this NYX Born to Glow foundation, and this is a naturally radiant. It is in Buff. This one, I don't know how I feel about it because I feel like some days I like it, some days I don't. I still haven't decided, like maybe it could be the primer I'm using, maybe how hydrated my skin is, but it's one that I'm definitely going to keep. I've heard a lot of people have been enjoying it. However, I haven't heard too much about it. So it's one that I want to keep and just kind of figure out whether I like it or not. But it's not bad. It's just not my favorite yet. Then up here we have this Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Foundation. This one has SPF 50 and I have mine in 128 Warm Nude. I feel like I never really found like the perfect shade in this one. Also, I heard a lot of people that kept saying that they really liked it. They were enjoying it a lot. It's one of their favorite, blah, 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 blah. And I felt like I was doing something wrong because I just didn't like it ever from the very beginning, but I kept it because I felt like I was doing something wrong. And then I recently found, saw a video from Jessica Braun, and she said that it didn't work for her either, that it was sitting on her skin, it just didn't look nice. So it kind of, I guess, reassured me in the way that it really wasn't working for me. I don't know why I needed that, but yeah, I'm definitely going to just pass this along. Wasn't my favorite, which was kind of a bummer just because it did have SPF 50, so I felt like it was going to be really nice for like the summer and all that, but nope, not for me, so I'm just going to pass this along. This one here is from ColourPop. This is a pretty fresh tinted moisturizer. I have mine in, light 8N. I feel like this is a little light. However, it is a light foundation, so it doesn't really show very much. My mom loved it, so I bought her one as well. It is hydrating, but it's not like oily. So I've heard of people that have oily skin that enjoy it. I think I might have to buy like a darker shade and kind of mix them because I feel like the shade is a little light for me. This is another affordable foundation. It's really nice if you're looking for something that just kind of evens out your skin tone. I would recommend it. It does have a pump and the packaging is really cute. I really like the pink beige nude kind of vibe that, you know, ColourPop has, so keeping this one. So now let's move on to my, I guess, higher end foundations. I don't have a lot of them just because I typically go for anything that's more affordable, but I do have a few that I've bought that I wanted to share. The first one here, it's from It Cosmetics. This is the Bye Bye foundation. This is the hydrating one. I have it in light medium. They have a few different ones, but I had heard that this one was really good. I do have dry skin again. I've used it a few times, but I noticed that my favorite way of using this one is with a sponge, just because with my hands I felt like it was streaky. With the brush, I just didn't like it, but with a sponge, it just looks so pretty. I just wore it the other day and I really liked it. I am keeping this one. All right, up next we have this one from Thrive Cosmetics. This is the Buildable Blur CC Cream. I have mine in medium beige, which I think it's a tiny bit dark, but I really like this foundation. I feel like it just looks so pretty on the skin. It does have an SPF of 35, and I would say this is more like a buildable medium coverage, maybe high coverage, but I would say more so buildable, but it's really pretty. It is a little more expensive, but it's one that if you're looking for something, I guess, outside of the drugstore, I would recommend. It's really pretty. Then we have this Zoeva foundation. This is the Authentic Skin Natural Luminous Foundation, and I have mine in 120N Daring. This is so pretty. I don't know why I haven't used it more. I've heard that this is a dupe for the NARS foundation. I am not sure. It kind of looks like it if you ask me, but I really like the coverage on this. It's more like a medium coverage. I've used it with a sponge, with a brush, and I like it both ways. Ulta sells it now as well. That's where I picked it up. Zoeva, I wouldn't say like it's super expensive of a brand, but it's not an affordable brand either. It sounds like right in the middle. But if you've been looking to add a new foundation to your collection, this is one that I would recommend. It's really pretty, so I'm keeping that. This one here is from Stellar Beauty. This is the, I always forget the name. It's like the One Foundation or Foundation Special Foundation. I don't remember, but I have it in shade S04. This one has been on sale for a while on Sephora site for like 50% off. I'm hoping that doesn't mean that they're going to discontinue it. I don't know what's happening, but this one is so pretty. This became a favorite of mine really fast. The shade matches me perfect. Mariah Leonard is the one that recommended it, and I fell in love with it, especially when it went on sale. I was like, I'll just try it out, and went down to like $20 because I think normal price is like $40, but it's so good. Then here we have this one, which is actually really new to me. This is the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear foundation. This one is in 340 Bisque Neutral. I really like this foundation. I've worn it, like I said, a few times, and it just looks so pretty. It's so long lasting. It doesn't budge. It barely settles into my creases, and it's just so pretty. It's hydrating. I don't know. I just really like this foundation. It does have with the pump, and it's one that I would recommend, and I'm excited to have. Up next, we have this Nude Sticks Tainted Cover Foundation. I have mine in Nude 3.5. This one is actually really pretty. I go back and forth with it. I feel like some days it makes my skin look a little more textured than others. I don't know if I just need to play with it a little more and figure out what products work with it or which ones don't. Today I have it on, and I actually really like how it looks. So I think I just need to figure out what primer kind of works with this one best. It does have a pump on it, and it's another one that would be great for traveling. So it's one that I'm definitely keeping. And then I have this little tiny Becca Ultimate Coverage 24-hour foundation. This one was a little sample, but I think I kept it because I wanted to buy the full size and figure out if I liked it or not. So I think I'm going to keep it. So I think we did pretty good with the foundation so far. This is the pile that I'm keeping, and this is the pile that I'm going to go ahead and pass along. So we reduced it by half. Not bad. Not bad at all.